trying to get back into it and win this tournament, this golfing tournament, right? And he's got this caddy, this is special caddy. He's played by Will Smith, right? And the caddy is like this mythical figure. He's almost a godlike figure. He's telling him all this advice that no one would know. And he says, you just got to find your swing. He's like, what? He said, you got to see the field. He's like, I see the field. It's like 400 yards away. It's this, you know, this flag that I got to get to. He goes, you can't look at it as a dragon. You got to sled. You got to look at it with soft eyes. You got to feel. You got to be in the field. And he says, your body knows more than your brain. He says, your body knows how to play golf, but your brain just can't. It's messed up. He said, you got to start feeling it. And he says, watch that other guy do it. There's this picture of this other guy's really good. He's like watching the field. And he's so focused. And then he decides to do it the right way. He's like, focuses, and he's like, makes himself as part of the field. He's in the moment, you see? He's not just looking like, I got to hit this, and I got to do that, and then I got to do that. He's not thinking, he's just thinking, right now. He says, there's one perfect swing. There is. Everyone has that perfect swing. And it's got to find you. It's got to find you. And so he sets up and gets one with the nature. He does a swing. And it's like the perfect swing, right? And it just blasts everybody out. And it just goes beyond everyone else. And it's like the best, you know, the farthest anybody's ever got towards the goal. So anyway, and he gets his game back. He actually makes a hole in one in the next one. It's just all this amazing stuff. And I won't tell you whether he wins or not. You'll have to watch the movie. All right, so it's about living in the now. There's something called mindfulness, and that we are to develop. It's the ability to focus on one's experience and be with it right in the now. Some call it flow. So I want you to understand this concept of flow. In fact, people who read, who are really good readers, experience this flow. Oh, yeah. People who are good readers experience this, what we call flow. My daughter, my youngest, Belle, she's a great reader, and she can read real fast, and my wife, Debbie, she's amazing. She just reads real fast because they get into what's called the flow, right? Where they're just captured by the book, and they just go through it. Well, it's the same thing for life. Practice getting into the flow of your activity. Think about this in terms of the work you do, your studies, okay? Your studies. Don't think of them as dragons you have to slay, right? Think of them with soft eyes and get into the flow of your studies, right? Get into the flow of it. Stop trying to avoid the present by living in the future. Deal with the painful feelings or feelings of insecurity in the present so that you can get over them. Feelings that we avoid keep us stuck. So sometimes we have to deal with these different feelings and face them. When we face them, whether good or bad, we can move on. So part of the flow is getting over painful feelings. We have to work through them. If we stop painful feelings, they'll always be there in the background. You know, I know that a lot of Chinese culture is just to kind of eat bitterness, right? Stuff things. But you know what? Even though you stuff it, your jar is cracky and it seeps out, right? So we may stuff things, but it's going to eventually seep out. So it's better to deal with them. And then you've got all this toxic stuff inside. You don't want toxic stuff inside you. Make the most of the current opportunities. Learn to be present and embrace the experience. In savoring life, feel your feelings, notice what's around you, celebrate the good things that are before you each day. So savor it. Right now we see all the beautiful flowers, you know, outside the trees and they're blossoming. I could just focus on my allergies, right, how they're affecting these stupid trees. Or I could embrace them. Wow, they're so beautiful, right? And Embrace the beauty. I see a lot of people taking pictures and savoring the moment, right? That's really cool. How to live in the now. I think this is what I said. Okay. Celebrate the good things that are before you. King Solomon. I don't know if you've heard of King Solomon. He was known as the wisest man that ever lived. One of the wisest men that ever lived. King Solomon. He said a number of things. One of them is, he said, there's nothing better for a man than to enjoy his work. When heaven gives any man wealth and possessions and enables him to enjoy them, to accept his lot and be happy in his work, this is a gift of heaven. However many years a man may live, let him enjoy them all. Okay? Living in the moment. Or another wise person said, I'm not really sure who did, but this is a shortened version. Stop and smell the roses. Right? That's what he's saying. Stop and smell the roses. Right? You've heard that before? Have you heard that idiom? Stop and smell the roses. You're walking by rose bushes and you've got all these thoughts in your mind, and you stop, you smell the roses, you smell the fragrance, you get in the moment, right? Life is goes by too fast. You have to stop and try to appreciate it. Learning how to savor life and feeling appreciation, love, satisfaction for all you have and are experiencing is where happiness is found. Listen to that. Learning how to savor life and feeling appreciation, love, and satisfaction for all you have and are experiencing is where happiness is found. If you think about most of the moments in your life, they are good. Remember, your life does not consist of our possessions. Your life consists of the experiences that you have with people who love and matter, and the matters of your heart, mind, and soul. Stop and smell the roses. Your senses were created with the ability to enjoy each moment, and it's good for your health. You were wired to savor and enjoy life. So savor the sunset and a connection with a loved one. Look at your orientation to the moments before you each and every day. Embrace them. Savor and celebrate the good. Meditate on the experiences and memories that have meaning. Taste, touch, smell, feel, look at, and embrace each gaze, meal, walk, and activity. Do that, and you'll be living in the now and not waiting for when. Now is the time. You got it? See, I'm talking to myself too, when I read this. I need to do more of it, live more of it.